Hello, callers, and welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with Ousmane Dembele, as it has been reported that Barcelona are set to continue negotiations with the Frenchman over a new contract. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Ruben Neves, as it has been reported that Barcelona president Juan Laporta is still keeping the option of signing the Portuguese midfielder alive. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on the post bell notification so you always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Ousmane Dembele is one of the many Barcelona players who is facing an uncertain future at Camp Nou, with the media offering conflicting reports on the Frenchman. However, according to reliable Fabrizio Romano, it appears Barca are keen on keeping hold of Dembele, whose contract at Camp Nou expires in 2024. The player has a €50 million release clause, which can be activated in the coming summer. As a result, Barcelona want to renew the contract of Dembele, removing the release clause, in the process. As per Romano, Barca are set to continue holding contract talks with the attacker over a new deal. A new meeting will take place soon. Xavi Hernandez considers Dembele as a crucial unit in his Barcelona project. The Barca coach, therefore, wants to keep hold of the Frenchman at any cost. Formerly of Borussia Dortmund, Dembele has indeed emerged as one of the most consistent attackers for Barca since the start of 2022. However, he has endured a relatively disappointing season that has been marred by injuries, but the forward is regarded highly due to his ability to take on opposing defenders and provide their darting crosses into the box. His chance creation has even helped Robert Lewandowski spruce up his goal-scoring tally at Camp Nou this season. A new deal, therefore, could go a long way in helping Barcelona ensure the future of Dembele at Camp Nou. But the club will likely have to commit to a higher salary for the explosive forward, which could prove to be a huge problem under the current circumstances. Not to mention, Dembele's potential renewal could have an adverse effect on the future of other Barcelona attacking stars such as Rafinha. The Brazilian has been linked with a return to the English Premier League, so it will be interesting to see how things transpire in the coming weeks. Ousmane Dembele, of course, wants to renew his contract. He wants to stay at Barca for a long time. There is no doubt about that. But Barcelona will have a problem if they really want to extend his contract, because normally Laporta have always said he really wants to regulate the salaries for players. Nobody will take more than 10 million. Nobody will take more than 10 million. That's just to ensure that we follow the rules in La Liga. We follow the financial fair play of the league. We know that there are still players like Frankie de Jong. There are still players like Roberto. There are players like Alba who have been taking 30 something million per season. And of course, Laporta wants to ensure that with time, all those things will be adjusted. And Dembele, we quite remember when he extended his contract that last summer, it was even further reduced. His salary was reduced. Of course, that came after long up and down, long arguments, long issues with his agent Musa Sissoko, who was insisting that Dembele needs a higher salary than the first salary that he was taking, or else he will leave the club right away. And Barca didn't care. It's Xavi who was pressuring the club that please renew this guy. I need this guy in my plans, please. And guess what? Dembele finally renewed that contract with a lower salary than he was earning. The salary that he was renewed is now lower than the first salary that he took. So when he was asking for more salary, what happened? Our Janus Laporta had to give him a lower salary contract, which was a Janus move, isn't it? But now many are expecting that Dembele will enter into negotiations asking Barca to, to increase his salary so well, to increase his salary. And that might pose a problem, who knows? Because Barca right now are trying to ensure that they minimize costs, they minimize the wage bill to ensure that they fall in line with the fair play rules in La Liga. And Dembele, for me, personally, I think they should not rush to renew this guy. I think if his contract comes to an end, he can go because you can't predict Dembele. Injury problems might still come back. When Xavi came in as the boss of Barca, Dembele had his best season last year because there were no injuries, isn't it? But what happened this season? 4 months out with injury before he came back last month. Do you think Barca? Why for crying out loud? Why should Xavi keep trusting that Dembele will be playing for a long time? Because he has been frustrating many Barca fans with these injury problems every season, except last season that he had a consistent time without injuries. So I think it's all very risky for Barca to renew this guy for such a long time. Then on to the final story of discussion. Ruben Neves has been one of many defensive midfielders to be linked with a move to Barcelona this summer, as the club looked to replace the outgoing Sergio Busquets. Although Barca president Joan Laporta has been quite insistent on signing the Wolverhampton Wanderers midfielder, he has faced a lot of pushback from the coaching staff, with Xavi Hernandez not rating Ruben Neves highly due to his lack of defensive prowess. However, it appears Barca are still keeping the option of Ruben Neves alive, despite the pushback from the coaching staff, according to Mateo Moreto. The, the journalist, though, clarifies that Barca are not close to reaching an agreement with Wolves. Earlier this year, the possibility of a swap deal involving Ansu Fati was muted, with Wolves reportedly ready to offer 30 million euros. Moreto suggests Fati is not too keen on joining Wolves next season. He has hinted that at his desire to remain at Camp Nou, meaning the player plus cash deal option can be ruled out for now. That means Barcelona must either pay Wolves a premium or add a star player in that deal if they are to have any hopes of signing Ruben Neves in the summer. In the meantime, though, Barca are focusing on other options. Coach Xavi Hernandez is notably keen on signing a top-class option and has made a four-player shortlist involving the likes of Rodri, Joshua Kimmich, Martin Zubimendi, and Marco Verratti. However, it is unlikely Barca are in a position to fund a move for either of those four players. Therefore, they may have no option but to either look for a low-cost option or use Laporta's excellent relationship with Josh Mendes to engineer a deal for Ruben Neves this summer. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.